The Rock Hall just revealed this year's list within the last hour. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside right now at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in the great Cleveland, Ohio. There are 17 performers on the list, which includes some first-time nominees. They are Jeff Buckley, Phil Collins, Melissa Etheridge, Lauryn Hill, INXS, New Edition, Pink, Shakira, Luther Vandross, and the Wu-Tang Clan. All right, right now, Danita is in Studio B with the president and CEO of the Rock Hall to break it all down. I'm jealous of this one, Danita. Have fun.
Oh, yeah, you know I've been looking forward to this. We're going to break it on down right now. I am joined by Greg Harris this morning. Greg, let's just get into it because people are always wondering who's going to, be the nominees. How are they chosen? Because you got a really good group this year.
It's an amazing group this year, Danita. Yeah. And it's a really interesting process. It's a face-to-face meeting. There's a committee. It's musical writers, historians, performers. People like Questlove from The Roots and others are on the committee. Everybody proposes two, and you go around the room. It's about 25 people, so you could end up with 50 potential nominees. Then there's discussion, rounds of voting, and you really look for artists that have impact and influence. Did they take the art form in a new direction? Did they do something in their era that others copied and inspired them? And when you look at this list, it's amazing. It's 17 inductees, 10 first-time nominees. 17 nominees, not inductees. 10 first-time nominees and 7 returning to the ballot.
That is pretty incredible, But you have such a diverse, we got rock, we got hip hop, you got pop. So, how does the Rock Hall define, how are you defining rock and roll today?
Rock and roll is, it's not one sound.
Okay.
It's a spirit and it's an attitude. And it's a big tent, and all those sounds are welcome under this tent, whether it's hard rock, heavy metal, blues, gospel, country, everything has that thread and that DNA that's so strong. And it all comes from the roots. I started on that, the blues, gospel, country roots. In the 60s, it wasn't one sound. You had Jimi Hendrix and Simon and Garfunkel. You had the Beach Boys and the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and Aretha.
Yeah.
That's all rock and roll. So if you apply that to more contemporary eras in 70s and 80s and 90s, you're going to have industrial music, punk rock, hard rock, dance music. It's all
in there.
Yeah, 80s soul. Luther.
Come on, Luther. Luther's on the list, okay? Let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Come on, Luther, let's bring it in. All right, I'm getting back to the interview now. The international voting, let's talk about that, Greg. How does that panel work, and what's the criteria that's really important to become an inductee?
Yeah, to become, it's similar to being a nominee, to be honest. It's impact and influence. Did they really drive it? And it's interesting you mentioned international, because this ballot has, I believe, 8 international artists. Has artists from the UK with Phil Collins and Iron Maiden and Sade.
Yes.
Understand there's a fan in the house?
Oh yeah, we are some smooth operators here in the morning show. We're very smooth, yes.
And it also has Australia with INXS, and it has Colombia with Shakira.
Okay, the hips don't lie. The hips won't lie on this one. Okay, let's talk about the fan vote, because people love that they can go online and click. Let's talk about the fan vote.
Yeah, the fan vote went live at 6 a.m. this morning.
Okay.
People can go to rockhall.com. They can cast their vote. You can vote every day. Tell us who you want to see inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And all the ballots there, you can vote for up to 7.
Okay.
And you see a leaderboard to see where things are going. And while that's happening, the ballot also goes out to about 1,200 voters. It goes out to all the other living inductees. So think about that.
Yeah.
They're there, whether it's Lionel Richie or Madonna or Mick Jagger or Bono or Springsteen. They all vote.
They all get it.
And then industry people, some historians, some writers, some scholars, all those votes come back, and then the top vote getters are inducted. In the fan vote, let's face it, it can't just be a popularity contest. It has to be impact and influence.
Right.
So the fan vote counts for one ballot in that bigger ballot. But it's really a fun thing for us to do to get directionally what fans are thinking and what they care about.
Yeah, and fans love that they can participate. Before you go, when will the inductees be revealed, and what can we expect from the ceremony?
Yes, well, the inductees will be revealed in in April.
Okay.
And at that time, we're going to announce the date of the ceremony and the location of the ceremony. But what you can expect in April is, much like other years, we have our inductees that are being honored. Artists that they impacted and influenced will get up on stage and pay tribute to them. That's how you end up with Taylor Swift performing with Carole King. Those artists that care about each other will perform together, and it becomes this incredible sort of television property that is just great viewing and great to see and inspirational, but it means a lot to them.
Yeah.
It's very common for artists to come to the microphone and say, you know, I didn't know what this would be like. This is really important, and this is magical. So they reconnect, bands reunite that haven't performed together in years. They do it all on our stages.
And it is magical. It is, and something everyone looks forward to. Greg Harris, thank you so much for being here with us today. We can't wait to hear who the inductees will be, but great class.
In the meantime, come to the museum. We're open.
Check it out.
Exhibits look terrific, and we have a lot of programming coming up with live music and also a film series and a bunch of other stuff.
Okay, well, Greg, we hear you. And look, hey, if you're looking for some opening acts, you know, the Morning Crew. Dave, do you think, are you ready to do this? I mean, I told him we were singing Sade. We may get an opportunity here.
I was going to say, you were fantastic even going beyond there during that interview. That was so much fun to watch. But I was going to see if Greg would allow you and I to go into the garage there and pick up some instruments and play some music.
I'm sure Greg would allow us to go into the garage, pick up some instruments, you know, because we have those skills as well. You know, not trying to brag, but we can sing, we can play instruments. I think we're done. Greg, don't you think
We've got your go-to song. What is Dave's go-to song?
Dave, what's your
go-to
song? Yeah, what's your go-to song?
My go-to song, it would be something from U2.
U2.
How about Beautiful Day?
Okay, beautiful day. Beautiful. It's a beautiful day. Ding, ding,
There
ding,
you
ding,
go.
ding, ding,
You are a smooth operator, Danita. No question. It's a beautiful day.
It is. It's not bad. That was a song. Was that when we first got like the iPod or something? Apple Music gave everyone like the whole YouTube album for free, and then people couldn't get off their phone. They're like, I didn't ask for this, you know. But I think that song was on there, and that was a good song. It was one of their hits.
Lindsay and I walked out to Beautiful Day at our reception.
Oh my God!
Walked into, you know, because it was a beautiful day.
It was a beautiful day.
See that?
That's sweet. Aw.
Brissa's crying.
Yeah,
over
Dave,
here.
you're turning red. You're getting a little blushy over there. All right. Yeah, good tip there.